So where we left off before I had to end the stream, so let's continue. So we're still trying to build up our community, up to 27 residents. We still need to get residents in there. We've upped the amount of breeding pots, so we should be able to expand faster now. And we've got a drought incoming. But our water reserves are all full, so, well, not full, but we've got ample of water reserves, let's put it that way. And then we need to continue on this side. We never establish a route here, which is to take it back here, the scrap metal. Scrap metal. So what needs to be built next will probably be built here is the smelter. So we can unlock the smelter. That'll probably go right here. But first we need to get our population up. So we've got 4 children, the 4 vats, growing up, 24 adults. And we need to get unemployment. So the unemployment we can then send abroad. Probably have gone this way also. There's also a metal place there. But on that side we've got the mine. Although I think there's a mine. Yeah, there's a mine there, which is. How do you get to it? There's a ramp there, but yeah, that's more difficult to get to. So we're currently in a drought, so 3 days until the end of the drought. And with the amount of water we've got, we should be easily surviving the drought. We've got 2 people there, 2 needs to be employed there still. 1 employed there, 1 employed there. So I think we only need 2 more employees. For that before we can start building up for the expansion. And we're nearly at 30, well, at 29. So yeah, unfortunately this game is slow. Slow game. Using the internet too bad. thing I need to look into is it possible to integrate Pretzel into Touch Portal? Apparently a lot of people are asking for it. Okay, so we've got one unemployed. That's full employed. So we can send the one unemployed here. Or two unemployed. So let's do that. Migrate two. So they'll start to prep this place. There should be food, there should be water. We can maybe look here at what we can do to make it more enjoyable for them. So one option is put down a firing pit. So they'll build that now from those resources. Meantime, this is building up. And drought has ended. And we're still waiting for more kids to be born. Unlike the other faction, you need breeding chambers for them to breed. And I think I'm going to centralize that. Meaning I need to send people here to work. If they die of old age, this place grinds and old. But as it's not generating food or water, it shouldn't die out. And the other beavers will continue to supply it. So that's now our next objective, is getting that place operational. Then we can start getting iron in, which we can smelt up, and then we can get the engine. Now I can unlock the engine in the meantime. That's a big engine. I didn't expect that to be that big. It's got two outputs. Okay. Whatever float their boat. So we've got another one that's unemployed. So we can tell it to go so long. position did it grab? Distribution network. So let's drop that down to 1. And another 1. And it grabbed one of the scavengers. So it's now going to start collecting metal, which is going to get dropped off here, which is then going to be taken to the site. So now I think we can go ahead and say build the smelter. And of course get rid of that tree. Right in our way. Because why not? That's gone. Okay, so now I can extend a path to the smeltery. And then we've got another unemployed. So move population to the mining. Interesting thing is this whole gear system interconnects. So even though there's no axle going directly in, it's connected via this building because it's right against the building. So when we do get this engine, gears, this engine, I can just plonk it down there and it will power all of that, in theory at least. Other option is to try and put it down there. Which means basically we have to build a place to that it's on. I don't know why the water stops running from time to time. It's a dam that's constantly being fed. But yeah, that's the game mechanic. And there's another one available to go. Migrate population, 1 adult, migrate. I'm actually wondering, should I create a breeding pot here? But that also means I'll have to import berries here. So mining area has 1 unemployed. Interesting. So we've got 6 people here, 2 scavengers, 2 in the district, and we can add another holder here. So ideal number is of other words 6 here, at least for now. So you've got the 2 scavengers and then 2 that holds the scrap metal all the way back here. So we've got planks, gears, and a punchy chestnut, and we've got our first scrap metal, which is going where? Why did it go 4 and then... no, there's 4 again. I'm guessing it's when it's in transit, but in transit to probably storage, which would be, yeah. No, can't go here. It can't go here, it's not selected. Where's the scrap metal going to? So it gets in there, and then what happens to it? Because at the end of the day it needs to go here, which needs... oh, scrap metal is a building resource for this building, at least. So that's where it's going. So I'm literally building the building with scrap. And then we can look at here. I've got a feeling of just basically doing this. Put a groove there, and temporarily, unfortunately there's no such thing as temporarily ladders, but for this we'll have to. Put that there. So that should give us enough space if I go to the engine to fit there. But also means that I need to uproot that. So now that that's built, I can remove that, and I can go and put an engine there. Put it that way around. So there's our engine. Didn't we just have a drought? Another drought, 3 days. So they'll be able to build this engine, but they need metal blocks, which will come from this one. You can see it's got power, even though it's got no physical gear connection. Well, sort of actually does. That points also that way. But it would connect through the building also, which is cool. But that's the limitation there, is going to be the metal blocks. It's going to take a while to get all the metal blocks. But it also means we're sitting on 3 unemployed. And if we go to central, 3 unemployed, there's 5, and we said 6. So central, migrate, let's make it 2 this time. So mining should have now 1 extra. I'm guessing whoever came here died of old age, because there's no hunger, no thirst. You would have died of old age. that's not a drawback. So let's check about here. Berries. I'm thinking 5, 5. Keep it low. And then tell it to build. That's part of the housing. So where are we going to put it? Next to the water. But it also means now that we have to tell these guys to add to the root some berries, so they can start delivering berries here, because this thing requires berries. So we've got 3 unemployed. There should be 1 that side and 2 here, which is fine. So this guy's busy making metal, and we already got 2 metal blocks. So, yeah. Somebody is hungry. I hope it's your own choice, because, you know, lots of carrots and roasted nuts. These 4 storage is just food. You can't tell me you're hungry. Eight-day drought. I'm starting to think I need to build a massive reservoir for water. Water. Once at this church and another. No, we don't have enough points. But that's also not what I really wanted to do. Oh yeah, I need to unlock these. That'll take away some of the unutilized. We don't need logs, so I'm going to leave that disabled. What we do need is to secure water. Because we've got this water container here, which is ample. You can probably just need to see how it fits in. Try not. So that doesn't fit there. Choices. So we can go and say put another one here, and this is more for safety than anything else. Logs, gears. This is also going to require gears. Right, and this one's priority. But it doesn't matter because this one is not producing anything at this moment. So yeah, the drought is getting longer and longer. What can we do here? Got a rooftop terrace. But it's all good and well to try and put it on top of a roof, but I need to be able to access it. Which in itself is going to be an issue. We've got the barracks, large barracks, 16, that does 10. Then we've got the row houses, in this fashion, sleep 5, and then we've got the row house. That's actually interesting. So if we go here, we've got the vat running, and we've got one spare. And here in stock we've got 25 scrap metal. So we can tell it to deploy that one to also take the scrap metal through. But I don't think we are running through the scrap metal anytime soon. With that place there, I can go and say, give me a storage here. Pathway there. You can see how quickly they try and fill it up. What I want to do here is I want to store gears and metal blocks. Very eager to store anything here. So this is only planks, because planks are used quite a bit everywhere. And this is gears and metal blocks. And this we can go up to, let's say 50. And make it 75. So that would be 150. So there's still 50 left for something else that we might need. So the logs is full. So that should start to run full and they won't chop anymore. Yeah, So about a day left of the drought. Our water reserves look fine, which of course they fill these guys up. So they'll run dry before the other ones run dry. Oh, somebody's playing with a piano. So we've got 7 adults, 1 child. So we've got 9 here. Yeah. That doesn't sound right. You said yeah, oh yeah. 6, and then we increased the transport in 7. So the moment that child grows up, it'll be 8 adults here, and then 1 is going to be without a job. So it should be fine. Drought has ended. Yippee! It takes a little while for the water to come. And then this will start up. So building process. Wait. The engine requires a worker. One log, damn it. This is going to be an issue. Lovely. Luckily I saw that now. So that's going to be a problem. Not going to work there. And I lost a lot of resources just for that mistake. So the idea is this goes here with a pathway and there. I want to break into there. Let's quickly do that. Gears. Was afraid I'm going to get the wrong one done. Highest priority. With a shaft coming down here, and then we'll split it here again, because I know there's going to be something. Okay, I fixed that. So there's the drivetrain, and it's already turning. So it's going on, so that if I need to attach something else, it's easy enough. But the whole idea is this creates 400. This requires, where is it? 300. So this engine is going to be ample to power this, but it's going to be too little to power these two additional, so I might have to put on another engine here. So maybe something like that, or just keep it in line for that's if I don't put it the wrong way around. I wanted to move it, but that's going to be a mistake. So let's try that again. So that way around. And we put another joint there. And add to that. Now that's highest priority, that's lower priority. And of course we need metal blocks, which we just basically throw away a bunch. And these guys need gears. So that's going to take a while. So while that is going on, what else do we want to build? We've got bridges, waters, an explosive factory, which requires, guess what? Paper and metal. So that's not for now. Large storage container, yes, unlock. How does this look like? Oh, they look like the same as the other factions. So it's got a storage container, builders out, employs additional builders, extends its range by building paths, but it's only paths from this. So initially you'd think they mean extending the range from the of the town. Nope. Literally that's taking a slice out of the city. And the cake slice. Let's unlock that. So that's just a larger variant. That's the same width, but it's one deeper. So water dump. That I still don't understand how that works. This is interesting. That one has worked interesting. That's the previous game. That's how I filled up this whole area. One of those and a lot of TNT. So aquatic farmhouse, that's you need a special place for, that you need grain for, no. Bakery for the grains. Trapper, maple syrup and pine resin. So that's if you want to get those printing press, paper mill. You need a paper mill to create a TNT factory. Woodwork, pine resin that you need, and planks to get that special planks, and we will need that eventually. The mine, so you see you need to have that planks, treated planks. Then we've got a high powered shaft, large water wheel. So that's 40 horsepower, that is 180 horsepower. That's a large water wheel. And this is literally taking your power up and down hills. The larger observatory needs power, which in this faction is going to be an issue. Because the previous faction I just put down a wind mill next to it and that was enough power. The large windmill, I must add. So I've got the carousel, temple, Lido. It's basically a swimming area for them. 250. Where's that? So, in other words, we need 2 of these. And then we can go entertainment, Lido. Yeah. And then off. And of course, this is lowest priority. So that gets built whenever it goes. Shrine, a small shrine where beavers can contemplate nature, spiritual shrine. So, let's build a little shrine. You don't have to have a map. So, we need 100 for that. Why did my screen switch off? Okay. Everything is running most of the time smoothly. I still don't understand why the water keeps on stopping, but I guess it's neither here nor there. The base area is filled in, so now it's just a swimming area. So these beavers is busy recovering metal from here, taking it back to the main area to smelt up. Look and see how I can improve this. Because we keep getting that science, there's no need to extend the farm or the berries. That literally tells me that there's more than enough. And it's 4 warehouses. And that is a lot of food. I'm half sad that they don't have the other faction's large warehouse or version of it, because they had a third one that was sunken into the ground that actually looked quite nice. So we've got 10 unemployed, 1 homeless. My problem is, if I build another house to house that person, are they going to breed more? And the answer to that is yes. But if I don't build houses, will they breed more? That's the question. Or will it always be 1 homeless? The other faction would breed as much as houses as there is. Another drought in 3 days. And that one needs gears. When the engines comes online, that should resolve that issue at least. What's this? That's that one that's full. The logs is full. water reserves is half, but we've got 2 other that's basically full. So I'm not too much concerned about it, but it also brings up the thing of we might have to build another pumping station. And I think I want to tell them to move the trees here, because it's getting too close to the factories. So that's just blanks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pumping station right here. Next to the path here. And just more for decoration and anything else, a little shrine there. So homeless is now 5. So apparently they'll keep breeding until they outbreed themselves. So let's try and turn those off. So homeless is now 4. So unemployed is 1. Somehow I think I need to leave 1 year running. Otherwise I might just run into a problem where you got people growing up and people dying from old age. But it should slow down the rate. So in a 7-day drought, we're already at 6 days. And the fact that this faction does not use windmills, so you can't just plonk it down on top of the mountains, makes it a bit more difficult. And you have to have engines which uses firstly a man, and secondly uses wood to burn. So you've got additional population and additional resource being used. And the thing that I found interesting is it's only 400 horsepower for that size building, using an engine. I'd expect actually more, especially also how difficult it is, because you need gears and you need metal blocks. Both take time, especially if you're relying on all water flow. You could probably put an army worth of beavers into treadmills and generate power that way. So now we've got 13 unemployed and 3 homeless. So it looks like it keeps it about 5. That should be okay. So it looks like if you just keep your head about yourself, it's actually not too difficult to get the colony self-sustaining. Give them another route. Because my biggest problem is when I send those 3 to the metal colony, it grabbed literally all the water pumpers. So I didn't see that I don't have any water pumps running, and nearly lost the colony. So I really didn't think that was funny. Why would it grab just from the 2 only water pumping guys I've got? Then again, what does it grab randomly? Was I just randomly unlucky? So planks, scrap metal, 114 scrap metal. At Central we've got 74. So we could look at here, 3 unemployed, so we can look at increasing this. Should increase the speed that scrap metal is sent back to Central. Back at Central, 12 unemployed, 3 homeless. And only 1.5 days still left of the drought, and water reserves don't look bad. And of course, food storage is full. So we've got 400 science points. That's started at 1,000. That's just decorative. Spiritual temple, 15 visitors. Merry-go-round, mud bath. Observatory, that's 1,000. Large water wheel, that's 4,000. So let's go with the temple. It doesn't require any weird powers or anything, and I'll just build up spirits. And we put it on top of the mountain where the path is in the way. So let's try that again. So the drought has ended. Let's put a little shrine here also. Something's still not like it's better go with the one memory module removed. The moment I put that one in, I'm getting crashes very often. But this one is, I don't think it's lacquer either. Something is also messing around. I'm getting lags and stuff. These guys are hungry. There's nothing in stock. What is going on here, Central? Get your asses in gear. Now I've got food. Where's the water? There's the water now coming in also. So that could have turned bad very quickly. At least they've got resources now, which is gone again. But I did up Central's employment, so maybe that'll sort that out. Let's see how quickly food comes back in from Central. S3 coming in. Water, carrots, berries. So it looks like they're working out correctly. So that water reservoir is full again, and we're still waiting for gas. I don't think the other faction was even half as many times that the water wheel stopped turning. I think every time the water wheel turned when it was in the drought. So in theory this is actually more difficult because of it. And we've got now 2 containers there. So we've got now 4 large containers for water. And it's overhead power again. So this is only waiting for gears and metal blocks. Only. So most of it. Of the building. So yeah. And now it's night time again, so nobody's working when the water is flowing. Unfortunately, this is going to take a while. And there's no way for me to speed it up. Until that engine is built, this is going to be quite annoying. Let's put it on highest priority. I'm concerned about this. I'm going to add 2 more here. Because there's no food and water again here, and this barrel is not filling up. That looks a lot better. And all the food is gone. And we've got one that's hungry. Going to bed hungry. Oh, maxed. It's not that I don't need it. It's literally there's enough resources there. So water is nearly gone, but there's a whole barrel, so that's not a concern. Carrots is. We're down to 5 carrots. 4. 2, and it's evening. So nothing is going to come through now. But nobody went to bed hungry. Which is a good thing. And there's no stock. And here comes the supply line again. So let's just check distribution limits. Let's up this to 30. I don't know if that'll actually make a difference. Water to 30. Make this maximum is 200, so make this 75. And the same here, 75. It's 300 actually. That's fine. So now these guys should be running faster with the resources. Well, not faster, but bring more resources. So evening again, so let's see if the current's lost, but I might need to take a day or two to see if it levels out. So this time around there were 7 carrots left. No, it looks like that's better. So transport rates are also lowered. Because I never had this issue either with the other one. I could do multiple drop points. This one tells me I'm not going to be able to do multiple drop points. No, it's either transport rate or consumption is increased, or maybe both. Yeah, I wish this water wheel would just keep on turning. Because every time it turns it becomes night. So at least the metal blocks is done, it's now just gears. And if I didn't make a mistake placing it, that would have been actually done. But yeah, that's how you learn. Got another person died of old age. And the water's gone again. And there's water again. Can't wait for this 15 gears to get through. Because that'll immediately alleviate so many issues that we're currently experiencing. So how does it look like on this side of the world? Yeah, that looks a lot better. So it looks like, yeah, we need to one distribution point just for food and berries, another for resources. And one distribution point, well, basically 2 distribution point per district. Yeah, this is definitely harder than the other faction. Nice church up there. We've got a private. Another drought incoming. In other words, no more gears. I don't know how long it's going to take to get those couple of gears. It seems the droughts are just longer and longer and more frequent. And if that's the case, at one stage we're actually going to run out of water, even if we don't increase the population. If you're hungry, it's your own fault. One way around it is to build another gear producing thing, but just to get to build the last engine, the first engine, seems like such a waste of resources. So half a day before we get hit by the drought. And our water reserves looks fine. If it, I wanted to say a 7 or 8 day drought, but it's an 8-day drought. So it's definitely the drought is getting worse and worse. The question is, if I go and I say will this be too far away? Apparently not for these guys, but that's not where I want the water to go. So what I can do is pull this something like that. So that's full, nearly full. So another 6.5 days of drought, without those gears turning. So we've got resources that we're not using. So what we can do, and that I didn't want to really resort to, is to use these ones. Okay, I thought there was something in the way. So this is a temporary solution. Maybe that will just be enough to push us over the edge. Because these uses just logs, and I've got lots of that. But they're not high powered. They will be able to run the stuff, but at very low utilization. Zero unemployed. So the mining guys are got 6 unemployed. Send 3 of them back to Central. Yeah, we want this one. So make that your priority. Because it doesn't help you running in the wheel and doing nothing. So now these will operate, but 14% efficiency with the one wheel. But at least we'll get somewhere until we can get the engines online. But I'm not concerned about the water, because these droughts are getting worse. And we have still 2.5 days of drought still going. Okay. We've got 0 unemployed. And that's how we quickly move resource. If there's nothing else to move to. So the moment we've got the first engine running, I can dismantle those wheels. Because with both running, I see 27%. But at least it's moving. So 1.5 days remaining of drought. And those rivers are just ran dry. So we've got still have all of this to rely on, which is good. The mining industry has 3 unemployed, full of water, enough berries and carrots. That looks good. This is nearly fully stocked. So now it's night, and we've survived the drought. So we need another 6 gears. You see them running in that little wheel. And it's evening, so everybody out. And here comes the river. So they go and swim again. So this should be at 100% efficiency. Network supplies 500 horsepower. This thing only needs 500 or 400. Well, there it drops down now to 100. And back up. So we're 4 gears away. So we're getting there. Only 2 left. And we've got the engine. So slowly but surely. And everybody is going home. So 1 gear left. Thanks. Now I need employments. And I think I know where I'm going to get them. Like I said, this becomes obsolete. Okay. Which short too. So it looks like I need to activate one of these breeding pods. So now this should be running at 100% efficiency, and I should be able to produce a lot more resources wise. It's scrap metal. We've got at Central 89, 87 now scrap metal, and 20. So yeah, it's night, so nothing's going to run now because nobody is at work. So interesting idea of engine. I think it's based on a toy from the Middle Ages, where they were boiling water to spin a top. But what's an Archimedes? Something like that. I think it's from Archimedes. Regardless, it's an interesting principle that they're using there. So 5 unemployed, and we've got 0 unemployed here. We don't need metal faster, so what we can do here is say migrate those 5 extra to Central. And it drops down to 3 unemployed. So another question is, what do we do next? Build the carousel. That'll need one of these engines just around the carousel. Mud path, which apparently needs to be above ground, and the water wheel should be sufficient, but we see how predictable the water wheels are this level, so might have to put an engine to that also. Or we just build a statue. Beaver statue. What can we put it on here? Let's see if they can build it. Apparently they can. So yeah, it's going on there. Top of the house. All laborment. So apparently they will be all in awe of that statue. How big was that statue? A 4x4. Let's plonk one down in here also. Just for the hell of it. We've got the logs to waste, so we can just as well do it. And that's 3,000. So that's the hauling post. Observation uses 200 horsepower. That line is getting red there. In other words, I can't go further, a lot further there. So that one, we can. It needs road access also. So we need get a paper mill and a street at the workshop, which you can't unlock, but nearly can. So now we can unlock it. So this one plonk it down here. I wanted to plonk it down there, that's not going to work. We should be able to put it here. And it's already connected up with a shaft. if we go for that one, another drought. That one we need 1,000 points. Gears. Not maple. Pine syrup. Don't want to click on here. Pine. So we need to get the sap from here. So to get pine sap, we need that one, the Trapper's Workhouse, which means we need 500 science points. So this building has now become lowest priority. So now again, I have to wait until we get 500 science points, and we're at 111 science points. It's not going to take too long, but it's going to take a while. And here we've got 8 residents, 1 child, 7 adults. Apparently short one. So we can migrate one to mining. So this is literally 3 gears away from being operational, and when I place down that used the 3 gears. And we've got a drought in a day. Only starting on that one now. Are you telling me I'm running out of logs? Yep, that's what you're telling me. So I set down as a 50, it's on around 80. But the idea is that should also hit the limit. So let's start this up. We can get the logs going. Can maybe close down one here. So I didn't see how much it was, but looks like it was a 9-day drought this time. Because that's just about 8 and we already got a distance in. So drought is increasing. So that's it looks like on this side. What is enough? Planks and logs is fine. So these burn logs also. That might be why I'm running out of logs. So let's say everything here remove. And then I'm going to make this another forest. But these are pine, these are chestnuts. So what will this be? So we've got pine, we've got chestnut, maple, birch. Grows in 9 days, that grows in 30 days. But that also gives maple syrup. Well, this is already a birch forest, so sounds like that choice is going to be simple enough. So all of this is going to be birch. The moment the forest is there. I think this is orange. You can see it extends here, but that's because of roads. The road needs a lead until it hits some place. So what I can do is I can say here, put down a staircase. Let's try it again. A staircase goes up. And then we've got a path here. For whatever needs to be done there. So here I want to forester. short. So I want those two also gone. So basically pathway to there. And there. I want to put down a flag. Then I want to put down all of this can be harvested. So make that priority because I want to put down the forest there. And the river's right up, 2.6 days. The forest down there. And put another lumberjack down there. So that should be ample to cover that area. Go up here. Close down that lumberjack. This lumberjack is up to there. Already got a lumberjack here. Sweet. So that was now 2.6 before the river dried up. And we've got another 1.5 days to survive on the barrels of water. Shouldn't be too difficult. Day left, this is it's actually full. That is also full. So I'm not really feeling the drought. It's more on the sense of my resources that's feeling the drought. These are the grilled berries. So it's this one, which makes sense because the logs ran out. But with berries is fully stocked and carrots is fully stocked. If you're hungry, it's your problem. Because I just checked, there's enough food for everybody. It's logs that's a problem at the moment. So this I actually want to give priority. So that I can get the forester going. So the trees can be maintained. Ah, here comes the river. ground starts to get water and all that. I don't want to say where's all that markers, but yeah. Once that forest is built, they'll start seeding that area. And of course, we don't have anybody to. We don't have anybody anywhere. Unemployment for global is 0. That's not a good sign. What's going on here? Food is fine, and we're 8, so that's fine. At Central, we've got 40 houses and 45 people. So with other words, it's time for another house. Let's put down a large barrack. And then we've got a spot here, 4x4. Anything we can do with that? I know. Rooftop truss, but this building is too high, so I need to put down one of those, and then I can do that. And then I can, just for the heck of it, put a path right across. And then just to round it off, small barrel there. So that should look nice, but priority is more lenient on that one. So there's a forester and there's the forest. Lumberjack. So we can also open up that for the woods. And that lumberjack's off. I don't think I'm going to use that lumberjack again. Yeah, just activate it. We're going to need a lot of lumber, it seems. Which means we might have to look at alternative spot just for lumber. So we can go across here. Then we'll have to build up here. And then we can have all of this lumber area. That sounds like a plan. Unfortunately for us, it's only a range that these will extend. So logs on 24, slowly building up. Nothing in reserve. And we're back to full. Why is still not lag on this computer, even with the one DIM removed? And everything seemed to have resolved, and now I'm getting the same issue again. Okay, interesting. Oh, that's not fault. Just needs one lock. So just put the one lock in. So that when I do this, I can see what I'm working with. I know there's a range limit. And I think if I do this, I'll be able to get a good estimate of the range limits. So we're still holding. Okay. Residential areas upgraded. Two farmhouses are working overtime, and we've nearly finished with this place also. At least the statue is done. I'm thinking we're busy building up resources again. Yeah, up to 16. So if I go to here, so that red line, that's literally telling me that's the range. So if I go all the way there, Seems like I'll be able to do this whole area. So yeah, the pass doesn't cost me anything. See there the line stops. So that's the district limit. You can see also the district limits here, but the foresters of course can go further. Same with the builders, but it's only a certain distance, so it's not unlimited. And they're throwing their hands up. They don't have anything to do. Is there a forester here? No, there's not. No forester yet. I'm just going to stop all the lumberjacks until I've got a forester here, which apparently is not working. Stop the iron. Where's all the guys gone? Now we've got a forester. But hell, that still says how much resources we're needing. And where did the other positions go? That's scary in its own right. So that's about what, 5 or 6 jobs that we need. We've got one guy available at the mining industry. Go to Central. Central needs resource manpower. Second thought. Let's get the workers out. Let them concentrate on the farmings and stuff. And the foresters. But that is concerning its own right. That means we need to start these two also. Because we are losing people. It's not from hunger or anything, just old age. So people aren't being replaced fast enough. That's basically what it boils down to. Globally, there's nobody available. And there's 3 children. This is half concerning. Oh yeah, and I needed to build that other trapper's hut, which requires 500. Yes, we can build it. Or so what do we want it for? We want it for the science, which was that leaf. That leaf is pine, so we want it here. So the trapper's hat needs to be here. Okay. It's just more and more people that I need. The one single lonely tree. And then we also want all of these also removed. I think if I destroy, then I do get resources from it. All resources will be lost. Oh well. Can't be helped. Just want to check something. The other side, berries and chestnuts. Okay. Is that now really justifiable for any of the builders to get to? Yeah, it appears so. Ah, no, that was one. It said they'll get it. So basically, so from there to there, we can't access. So that's just the farm. There's 5 children in queue, and we actually need more people. That's why I was afraid of disabling those pods. So now 3.5 days of drought. Now water supplies looks actually quite good. So if I set this to 0.5, 41 go out, but I'll drain that faster. So that doesn't work. Yeah, we'll have to create a forestry. These aren't enough. There, those dries up. I can't really do anything here because there's no water there. This might actually be worthwhile to create as a forestry, so we don't need food. Food we've got. Zero carrots. Berries. 0 carrots. What the? That's empty. That's empty. That's full of berries. That's empty. 3 of the 4 storage areas is empty. We need more people. I dare not touch those. So the berries is literally keeping this whole area alive. But it's dropping fast. That means this area is going to start suffering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall everybody here. So all 7 of those and all 1 of those, and I'll send later 8 back. But it means these will start to be populated, and hopefully quickly enough harvested and stock up. I've just sent 8 people into this place. I've got 0 unemployed. That can only mean that I need to build more of these pots. This is not good. Luckily the drought is over, but the water didn't return yet. It's on its way. So Central has 56 sleeping arrangements. There's already a problem, and we're sitting at 43. So we've dropped population in this area, not increased. and the beavers can't be happier. Okay. I'm happy for their demise. But we'll build it up. I pulled it back from worse. A lot worse. It's again a story of just taking time. Unfortunately, that is what this game is all about, time. So carriage is now picking up. That's half full. This is still empty. Grilled chestnut is still empty, which I understand. And berries is busy dropping. So this is treated wood. Doesn't need to have anybody now. But that keeps... In other words, these are burning through wood at a very alarming rate. So if I disable these, we should be able to still generate gears to much reduce efficiency. Not that we need it. But at least our wood supply is stacking up again. So these are hellishly inefficient log destroyers. Becomes a splinter. Well, apparently there are iron teeth also, because the moment I switch this on, this empties. You can see it's already a quarter full just by disabling that. So 3 forests can't drive these two. And the amount of power they generate is, doesn't say here, is also not that great. Yeah, it generates 400 horsepower. This one wheel, again I can't apparently look there, it's 40, so basically 10 wheels, or that's 180. That's 3 of those wheels. which is basically 2 of those. Why can't I place it? What's wrong? Was supported by the sides. They are. So how does this one work? So it does not work there. Does it need higher, deeper water? It needs deeper water. So I'm guessing something like here. So it needs basically 2 blocks of water. Which I don't have in this area. Unless I try and put it here. There's very few places that does have it. Now the question is, can I stack it up? Will it lose efficiency? Most probably. But yeah, just by opening those 2, this is full. So these engines is hellishly inefficient. I'm sorry, this is not worthwhile. Not this consumption. You need a damn forest just to run 1 engine. And I'm not talking about a forest like this. I'm talking about a forest as big as this area that I've got, the forest area I've got, just to run 1. That's why I run into trouble. And I was thinking of putting one of the engines up here to run the stuff here. It's not going to work. And I don't have windmills. So the low power stuff I can't even put on windmills. I'm all for troubleshooting and all that, but this is not troubleshooting, this is literally... Sorry, you don't have the ability to run the stuff. I can probably go here and say unlock this, put the observatory down here, so path going down there. Maybe I don't want to put it there, because we know what's going to happen as I need to move the stuff across. So let's say there. Put through here. But now we need water, the water wheels. So I can now go and say, fine, I'm going to use a large water wheel. Not enough space. So I must go for the smaller one. That'll be here. can maybe... That's too far from builders. Yeah, I don't mind that at the moment. So I can maybe do this. And then go. So what they're complaining about is there's no route for the builders to get to this. So that's easy enough to fix. Just put that down there. And then water. I want to block that. No, I don't. That's not going to work. Because I need to walk on top of it. Solid, so I want that. So levy. And then from here I go and say right across. So that will force the water through that area. And then here I can do another levee, and then I need to break that and put the gear there. And then connect it up there. So now it's just leaving it and let them build. In the meantime, the population can grow. And for now, we don't really need the iron mine either, so we can just concentrate on central. With all these wheels, they should be able to generate enough power for all of this, lack of a better word, factory. You can also just increase this path. Those can be also cleared out. But yeah, look there, building is full. Didn't take that long after I shut down those engines. Now quite frankly, I think they need to retweak those engines. Those engines are way too expensive to run. But yeah, still early dev, so we'll see. I think what I'm going to do is I might run this a little bit before stream, and there's another Drought, of course there is. I might run this before stream again, just for it to catch up with these builds and population. But other than that, partly because I'm a bit annoyed with all of the issues I've been struggling into. But let's go and irritate. What the? Okay. Let's go and write somebody that I've not rated in a long while. Ish. What? Error? I didn't say anything except paste. Oh, okay. It's not pasting correctly. It's trying to paste the whole URL into search bar. But let's go and write somebody else. But yeah, like I said, it's annoying when you don't have the windmills and you have to use the engines, and the engines runs through your stock of logs in a blink of an eye. But for now, thanks for watching. Let's go and write.